What's the deal, family man? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got another banger for y'all, man. So look, man paid $1.5 million after shooting at the cops. Okay, we about to run this one up right here. This is brought to us by the Lackluster channel. I actually recently reacted to him. What was it? It was the cops got busted after going into a fake grow house illegally. So, I think it was this one right here. Cops raid the fake grow house. I only did part 1. I didn't even know there was a part 2, so I might run that one up. But go check out that video, man, because it was pretty crazy, man. So now I'm going to run it back up again. Man paid $1.5 million after shooting at the cops. That sounds wild. So before I run that up, though, Patreon, man. I've been uploading 2 times a week up over there, man. Go check it out. It's only $1, man. I'm trying to get as many Patreon subscribers as possible, and also I'm gonna do giveaways. I'm gonna start doing the giveaways at 100 Patreon subscribers, and then every 100 I'm gonna keep doing the giveaway for every 100. So yeah, go run me up over there, man, and let's get straight into this, man.
2020. Following George Floyd's murder, the Minneapolis Police Department took to the streets to quell civil unrest. The city was in absolute chaos, composed mostly of waves of peaceful demonstrations, but after the sun went down, riots tore through the city streets. Over a 3-night period, the looting and vandalism resulted in over $500 million in property damage, the second most destructive period of civil unrest in U.S. history, following the 1992 Los Angeles riots.
I didn't even know that, like, as a fact, as a statistic, but to me that's pretty crazy, bro. The whole George Floyd riots and the 2020 riots and all this, everything that was going on was just insane, bro. Just insane at the time, man. And I got family members that were a part of the 92 riots in LA, being from LA, so it is what it is, man. Civil unrest is a real thing, and it happens everywhere around the world, man.
Unit 1281 was formed to support other units in the streets. 6 SWAT members, armed with various 40mm less lethal weaponry, loaded into an unmarked white van to hunt down protesters.
Instead of chasing people around, we're going to hunt. You guys are out hunting people now, and it's just a nice change of tempo.
Yep, agreed.
Fuck these people. What do you think?
Yo, I remember something like this happening now that I think about it. Bro, because they was like, bro, you can't be around in an unmarked white van. Nobody knows it's police or none of that. And you just out here just popping out with guns. Like, who are you? You could be anybody, bro. You could be anybody. There was freaking street mercenaries out here with full-on gear, black gas masks, all types of stuff. Regular people, not even police. So how you gonna be able to decipher them from the regular people if they look like regular people pulling out in unmarked vans and they trying to be mercenaries? They not even really, don't even look like real police. What you expect, bro? Everybody crazy people out here defending the places that they live, the shops that they own, this, that, and the third. People looting, people destroying businesses, people doing this and that. This is a lot of craziness. So, what you expect, bro?
Hey, can you get those guys?
We're gonna split up, drive down Lake Street. You see crawling out? Okay, great. Come on, gas them.
We can start that. Let them have it, boys. Let them have it. Get out of here! Right there. Get him, get him, get him. Hit him, hit him.
Bro, that's a drive-by. This is a drive-by shooting. It's the police right there. Get them, get them, get them. They in the van. They driving. And they talking right there. Get them, as they shooting at people on the street, telling them, get out of here. That's a drive-by, bro. What? What? Imagine.
Be very, very quiet.
We're hunting activists. I don't like nothing about how that sounds. At all. At all, bro.
Before we continue, I want to let you know of a new way I earn cash and gift cards, just for sharing my opinion on politics. Need something lighter? Use all the help shows they've. And now, back to our video. Body cam footage from the officers shows they fired rounds at civilians who were not posing a safety threat, without warning or announcement. Civilians who were only violating curfew, a non-violent misdemeanor offense.
Bro, what? Dog, imagine you walking down the street, bro, ain't doing nothing, and all boom, 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 right coming from behind you, dog. If I got my gun on me, bro, you know what? I'm turning around, pop, pop, back. I'm running like, oh, pop, pop, back. But because that's police, they can do that, and if I shoot back, well, I'm going to jail for trying to shoot or kill a cop that I didn't know was a police, didn't say nothing to me, driving by in a van, got masks on and stuff, and they shooting guns at me. That's crazy, dog. This why, bro, you all these people who be riding on cop shit, bro, they be just throating up the cop, bro. They be in the back, they be at the police station just throating up cops, bro. Throating them. Throat goating on the cops, bro. All y'all that be coming to my videos when I talk about stuff and I be feeling a certain type of way, this the reason why. And a number of other reasons that I've experienced in my life. You feel me? Life experience and stuff like this is the reason why I feel the way I do. And nobody can change that. I'm sorry. Nobody can change that, bro.
They were seen baiting in protesters, attempting to draw.
Look at this.
They were,
bro, scared for his life. He don't know who that is. You don't know who that is at all. You got no way to identify him. They're not in none of the police vehicles that person grew up seeing in that city their whole life. None of that. They just out there shooting people, bro. You, come on, scared for your life, man.
Were seen baiting in protesters, attempting to draw them as close as possible before firing upon them.
I got the long-range one. I'm going to send one down and send a few to try to push them to our strike teams.
Congratulating each other by laughing and exchanging fist bumps.
Gotcha! Go ahead, buddy.
Their use of force was in violation of MPD policies, applicable law, and constitutional rights. They drove their unmarked van without emergency lights, intentionally making it look like a civilian vehicle. As they drove down Lake Street, it was calm and quiet, and when the unit approached Jaleel Stallings' group, 2 officers fired their launchers at Jaleel multiple times, hitting him in the chest, in response to being shot by men in an unmarked van. Thinking that he had sustained life-threatening injuries, Jaleel drew his own legally carried firearm and
boom! Got him back. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. You don't know who that is. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if that's looters. You don't know if that's just people out here trying to cause mayhem. You don't know if that's the fake protesters who were literally just out there trying to destroy shit and cause problems. Because there was them too. There was fake protesters out there that were, I forgot what they was called, but they were trying to destroy buildings, destroy places, cause violence, cause mayhem. They did not care about nothing except causing mayhem. What if that's them? And he got his thing. What, you think he's not about to go shoot back? Come on now. What are you talking about?
returned fire. The van came to a stop, and as officers dismounted, Jaleel immediately discarded his firearm, laid flat on the ground, and raised his hands above his head, now realizing that the men in the van were officers of the MPD. The officers called out to each other that Jaleel had disarmed himself and was on the ground, but despite the obviousness of Jaleel surrendering, Officer Stetson repeatedly kicked and struck him in the head.
He's down.
This whole time, I still haven't heard them identify themselves as police. At all. All I hear them saying is get on the ground. Obviously, he probably could tell they police now when they all came out the vehicle the way they did and just their mannerisms. But still, I haven't heard them say police. Minneapolis police, nothing. SWAT team, something. Tactical unit, nothing. Now you just got a bunch of dudes rushing you with guns saying get down.
He's on the ground. No ground right there. You bitch.
You gonna start beating them up? What?
Listen.
Shots fired. 2 suspects in custody. Gun recovered.
Fucking shoot at cops?
Jalil showed no resistance to the attack, but the officers continued to beat him for about 30 seconds, fracturing his eye socket and causing severe trauma that would only haunt him in the future in the form of paranoia and anxiety. None of the officers witnessing the unlawful excessive force against him did anything to stop or help Jalil.
What he was resisting when we approached. Yep, that's the way it happened.
It happened. Got it.
As you can see from the videos, they seem to show a very...
It's so funny. The only reason there was protest was because a cop killed somebody in a way that they did not need to do. The excessive use of force and negligence caused somebody to lose their life that didn't need to lose their life. So people protest because people were tired of cops killing people when people didn't need to be killed. There's other ways around that situation, those situations. So because of that, people are mad and they hit a boiling point and they hit a peak, and so people protested in force. And then due to people protesting, the cops then say, oh, how can we fix this? They're mad because we're abusing our power, so now they're protesting and using their power as people and individuals of a society. So what we're going to do to solve this is overuse our power again, start doing drive-bys on innocent people, start shooting at people, and then when they shoot back to defend themselves from all the mayhem that's going on outside, then we're gonna beat them. We're gonna beat them the hell up, right? And then get mad at them for shooting at us, even though we didn't, make it known that we were police officers who were just trying to enforce the law. We were just abusing our power.
different sequence of events than what was reported in the officer's initial reports, than what's written on the criminal complaint.
Jalil was eventually transferred to a nearby hospital
then we're
and
gonna lie on
charged
the
with
police
2
report
counts
too,
of
on top of
attempted
that.
second-degree murder, multiple counts of assault, and a range of other charges. It took over a year for a jury to acquit him, finding that he acted in self-defense against the officers. On October 28th of 2021, Jalil filed a lawsuit against 19 of the officers on scene for unlawful seizure and excessive force,
Yeah, get your
First
money.
Amendment violations of free speech and assembly, 14th Amendment violations of due process and equal protection clause, conspiracy to interfere with the assertion of constitutional rights, supervisor liability, and a Monell claim civil rights violation.
Yeah, get 'em
The
for all
lawsuit
that.
alleges that the officers violated 17 MPD policies that limit their use of force, and that the officers concealed and misrepresented material facts. Finally, in May of 2022, judgment was entered in favor of Jalil Stallings against the officers and the city of
that money.
Minneapolis
That
in
money.
the amount of $1.5 million tax dollars, plus
Give me that.
attorney's fees and costs. Overall, this incident showed that
The important part was plus attorney's fees and cost, which, if I'm reading that right or heard that right, means that he does not have to use any of that 1.5 million to pay. He doesn't have to use any of that 1.5 million to pay his attorneys. At least I hope that's what it is. If he has to still come out the pocket to pay the attorneys over a year of time against the police, you know, that's gonna be a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie to you, but if he doesn't have to pay the attorney's fees from the 1.5 million, that's the way to go. That's a come up, major come up right there.
the Minneapolis Police Department officers engaged in a pattern of violence and malice towards protesters and civilians, making light of their aggressive and abusive behaviors against the citizens they serve. There is no official word on whether any of the officers involved were disciplined by the department or have had criminal charges filed against them.
Definitely
the most
not.
frightening thing about this entire situation is that this only really got national attention because Jalil fired back, and it was ruled in self-defense. The truth is that this is a fairly common occurrence that gets swept under the rug, and Jalil is just fortunate enough to have made it out with his life.
I don't know.
Facts.
Did we clear that car?
That's facts, though. Shit happens. Stuff like this happens all the time.
I got the tires.
As always, thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like to submit for review, use the link in the description or pinned comment. Don't you enjoy Teespring?
Okay, man, that was it, man. Man paid $1.5 million after shooting at the cops, man. Self-defense, bro. And this happens all the freaking time, bro. I've had my house raided 2 times, bro. And just there's been so many times where police have overstepped their boundaries, even in my own personal experiences, and also with other people I know, man. And it's just crazy how they could just like abuse their power, and if you do anything against that or you do anything to defend yourself against that, the repercussions of that could be so severe. And in most cases, you'll have nothing to prove that that the police were being abusive, and their word is always taken versus yours. So unless you have concrete proof that they were being abusing their power, you're gonna take the L on that. That's just what it is. That's crazy to me, man. It shouldn't be that way. Anyways, man, I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. Y'all know what to do, man. Get at me on the Patreon. Let me know more videos to react to. And that's it. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Remember to keep it real, real is rare. Real always reaches everyone. Next time. Peace.